This year with Legends, you need nerves of steel in the MasterChef kitchen.
I cannot believe Chef Morimoto is in front of my face. This is freaking nuts.
You're the best baker in the world.
Yes!
Just to shake your hand is a huge deal for me.
So I have some questions for you guys about the show, which I could tell you're filming right now.
Absolutely, fire away. We're ready. Thank you, Dan.
So season 11, the show is Legends themed. Why Legends, and how did you decide sort of who's a legend and who to call up?
You know, knowing what amazing, chefs this country's been producing, and the kind of talent that's in this country, not just on the West Coast, East Coast, but Central America, in order to make this thing a little bit more competitive and give back to our amateurs like never before. We started discussing this over a year ago about bringing all these incredible legends in each and every week in order to sort of get the amateurs better, to feed off the legends, and literally host the most competitive, mystery box challenges with legends present in the kitchen.
Yeah, we wanted to amp up the idea of the mentoring aspect of what is so special about MasterChef. So you amp that up with the pillars and the cornerstones of American regional cuisine, and we've gone ahead and done that.
Nancy Singleton, Morimoto, Curtis Stone, Paula Dean, Roy Choi,
Emeril
Lagasse, Nikki Nakayama, Luna Lefebvre currently with us today. Just some extraordinary stuff, but their faces, honestly, when they see the legends coming through, they've only ever had a chance to buy their cookbooks or visit their restaurants. So to get a chance to rub shoulders with them and to cook alongside them, it's pretty inspiring.
To have such a diversity there of experience, if you're a Southern chef and Paula Dean walks in, that's very exciting for you. You know what I mean? To have that diversity of experience there is great too.
And even down to Jonathan Yeo, the sort of young maverick, just won his first Michelin star, here in Los Angeles. He won it at 27 years of age. Extraordinary stuff. And also, these guys are at the sort of forefront, cutting edge of the industry. So to get all those nice tips and to lift up those competitors, you'll see the standards gone, from there to there.
It's amazing that that's happening too, because you're also filming in a pandemic with such limitations. I'm wondering sort of how COVID affected the show. Are you trying to keep all your contestants in more of a bubble? Are you pulling a lot of chefs from the local area? Is it hard to get produce, anything like that?
I think for me personally, starting the competition, back in February and having to bring it to a halt in March, is giving these contestants time to go back and finesse. So they've come back stronger. We are in a sort of bubble, a protected bubble. We can still travel from sort of East Coast to West Coast, which has been exciting. And we've been very careful to make sure that we're bringing in the right mentor at the right time. So we've tried to set that sort of COVID setback aside and to focus on, the competition. We've got more creative with our challenges inside the MasterChef restaurant. We've turned it up like never before. Obviously, our chances of, experiencing challenges outside of this set has been very difficult, but wait to see what we've done in here. We've separated the kitchen, we've built a wall, we've had, the most amazing challenges where they've been cooking almost blind, back to back, but having to produce the exact same dish. So we've been really creative.
So we've tried to take a difficult situation and make the best out of it. We're in the MasterChef kitchen. It's the most, it's the most intense kitchen in the whole world. So we could really amp up the challenges that we're building in here, deal with the COVID thing, respect the rules and guidelines, but still cooking is first, passion is first, the legends come. Nothing COVID related really affects the heartbeat of MasterChef, which is these young cooks who want to come here, cook their hearts out to win the title of America's Next MasterChef.
It's so interesting too to be doing this show and to have people, home cooks, where home cooking has been such a big topic during COVID too, because people are baking, people are doing canning, people are doing all sorts of things that they maybe wouldn't have done, and then have these legendary chefs come in too, and the restaurant industry has taken such a hit during this time too. How do you think MasterChef is sort of shining a light on everything that's happening in the food industry?
Well, I think that sort of, negativity against the sort of lockdown has started to produce even better cooks.
Yep.
Because, just talking, before we start a challenge, we're looking at the kind of breads they're baking, the starters they're making in terms of, beautiful, rustic sourdough bread. some of the, skills in terms of their butchering and their filleting. But, making bread is an art. And so making great pasta is an art. And so I think this is in our advantage because they've come back so much stronger. We've raised our game based on what they've brought back, and they've done nothing but concentrate over the last 3 months to come back better, stronger, more finessed.
Yeah, they're better researched. They're better prepared to tackle sort of a wider breadth of techniques and backgrounds and cultures because of this time's allowed them to really dive deeper.
I don't think there's anything in this COVID period that has been more healing for America than cooking and food. And I think that what we've been able to do is to continue to tell the story of America's passion for cooking, regional ingredients, and how that's going to make us feel better as a country, how it's going to help us to come out of this COVID period. And it's the good news that people want to watch on TV.
You mentioned sort of the time and the space there. I mean, even in a traditional season, when you get to the finale, you're sort of like, you're using all these skills you've learned over the course of the season to really make this amazing meal or make whatever the final challenge is. How do you sort of build a season to build a contestant up over time?
Mm-hmm. It starts at the very beginning, fighting for that incredible, elusive MasterChef apron. And then I think with the way we've sporadically put these legends in amongst them, cooking with them, cooking against them, we've been cooking alongside them. And so I think they've become better. And so each and every challenge we sort of dissect after the elimination, who we got left, what's their weaknesses, what their strengths, what they need to perform better. And so we're now at the semi-final stage. Incredible. We have 3 amazing women and 1 guy. And the way it's going, potentially for the first time, we could have an all-female incredible MasterChef finale.
And if I may gloat a little bit about Gordon, the fact that he's an executive producer on MasterChef and one of the most incredible chefs of the world, he's a great barometer of how they're progressing throughout the competition. So Gordon might say they're not ready for souffle. And that's a big part of why we can bring them up at the right time.
Yeah,
it's
a fine balance, Larry. It's a sensitive balance because we don't want them to fall flat, but we know the journey back. From adversity, they come back so much stronger. We just had an extraordinary challenge there where a Burmese cook produced the most stunning salmon en papillotes because she took the essence of a banana leaf that she used to steam and grill the fish in. And so she thought, okay, it's got to be French flair. So how do I use those Burmese textures to come into a French style? And blew us away. I mean, just on a different level. So I think we accept and respect the COVID restrictions, but we've had to sort of get on top of that and not allow this competition to be, strangled by it. And you'll see the difference in the performance on the plates and the attitude of the contestants. And fingers crossed, I think we're in for one of the most exciting semi-finals in 11 seasons.
Execution. Being a legend means you cook what you know like an expert.
There's great things out there waiting on you.
And that you cook what you don't know with an open mind.
If you pull it off, you've done something spectacular.
That flexibility is the difference between good and iconic.